not even an interest. You can do a behavior audience. So just go to Ads Manager, like,
Okay.
and then we can just do people who are active in coding and like, make them realize like, if you want to stay at the front of the nose cone of the rocket, you got to switch over to this.
Okay.
So you could just
Um,
duplicate this and you could then choose like specific job roles that people have that are like coding or anything like that.
okay.
Because this could even be pitched as a side gig for people that are a full-time coder somewhere else.
hmm Okay. All right. So original campaign?
This, yes, because you can put in interest. It's basically a behavior, but it still falls under the same category.
Okay. All right.
Duplicate,
So
and then you just choose a couple of those job roles. And it makes sense to do this because if 50% of your audience has previous coding experience, it makes sense to target a group of people who have previous coding experience as well.
yeah, we'll have to just test it and see how it works. Um, the only time I've had like
Edit.
success, go ahead, was that?
You can finish what you're saying.
I was saying the only time I've had success just like trying to target, programmers cold was when I had like a JV kind of thing where somebody else was like pitching me to their warm audience already. So yeah, I'm down to test it. Let's just see if it works. Let's see. How do I go to behaviors?
Right there, it's detailed targeting. You just hit
Uh,
edit on interest thankful. Anytime you want to change like a behavior and interest, find a job or anything, it's going to be
the
that
detailed.
spot. Yep.
Okay,
And then you just,
remove that.
yeah. Now this might be under demographics. We'll see. Just type in what you think makes the most sense for a job role.
Uh, let's see here. Probably that.
That's a interest, but I mean, that's something you could also,
Those interests. Okay.
both of those would
Uh,
actually work as, or worth testing,
they're
honestly.
synonyms, really. So, do they have like?
That's 48 million people, which is really good because you want a big audience size with interest. It's much better to have a large audience size and interest.
Okay. So, should we do which? I mean, does it matter which one, really?
They're both probably going to have huge overlap, so no, it doesn't. You can do
Okay.
both at $5 each because these are just quick tests. If you get like low cost and they're coming in and the UTMs are making it further down in the funnel, then you keep them. If they don't make it further down the funnel, you cut them.
Okay. All right. Okay. So then,
Yeah, like rename the top software engineering, and then you got to do the UTMs and then publish. But just so we don't have to go through this, like all of these right now, we can cover a lot more ground on this call for more questions.
yeah, yeah, totally.
Let's do this one, like just publish it, and then like you should make all of these $5 daily budgets, and then just like make, I don't know, like 6 or 8 of these
Okay. All right.
because the interest are going to help with finding out if you can get into a specific group of people that have overlap with your current audience.
Okay. All right.
When you say it's harder to convert cold, of course, it's always going to be harder to convert a cold audience. But the thing is, you need to get these people introduced to you because then you can like use the retargeting as warm. You can use your YouTube as warm. You can use all these things as warm. It's totally fine if they
Right.
don't complete your funnel within the first day, if as long as they buy it within like the next year. And now that
Right.
sounds extreme, but I mean like all day long, people will get warmed up over time, like you said, but
Mm-hmm.
like, they might purchase in like 30 to 60 days. Just how they did with the other funnel. We thought it was 14. It turned out to be like a month and a half. It
Right.
happens and they come in like snowballs. But since we're tracking UTMs, that's all that matters. Like we don't even have to worry about if they come in super late in the game because we'll always know with the UTMs. Because if they get affiliated with you on YouTube, they start seeing your emails, they start seeing your retargeting, they're going to be warmed up pretty fast.
Right.
So it's totally fine if
Okay.
they drop out of the funnel. But our
All right.
goal is to find an audience that does convert fast, because that's the ultimate goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I'll edit those UTMs later and go back and let's just see here.
And only do one per audio ad set. You want one per ad set because that's the only way you're going to be able to identify if it works or not.
Right. Okay,
Which
cool.
specific? Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
And then cut them. You know when we cut, right? Whenever they get past like your average spend.
Yeah. So like whenever they're, yeah. So how many days would you test them for?
4 days, 4 to 7, and then just cut them if they don't. And what
And if
you're
they're
looking
getting to
for,
like, if they're getting to like, $10 per opt-in, it's like no good.
yeah. But let's say it gets. There are cases where you keep some that get to 10, and I'm gonna show you right now. So like X that. The only reason you would keep one that's high in spend is because you have it has more lower funnel metrics than in the other audiences. So hover over the result column, like where it has 2, 1, 20, all of those.
This one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then hover over the 2 though, down. We did this last time. You just want to hover over these numbers and see if there's lower funnel metrics. So this basically means 2 people dropped their email, 1 person watched the video.
I
See what I'm saying?
gotcha.
One of these people never even made it to the video. Go
So
down
this
one.
is retargeting right here.
Okay. Go down one. That person opted in and made it to the video. Down. Just keep going and let's see. 20 opted in, 12 made it to the video, and then there's 12 who made it to the video, 4 completed the registration, and then 4 initiated the checkout. So this one's a lot better because now we can see these, like if we're seeing website checkouts initiated, that's good. That's like a really low funnel metric for you, right? So go down. This one has a website checkout initiated, so that's really good. So like we want to see these lower funnel metrics. But what we'll notice on this one is, look at it again. It has 18 and the other one had 20, but this one converted 18 emails, but only 5 watched the video. That is extremely low. You want audiences that 18 opt in, and then you have 36 video views. You see what I'm saying? Where it's like every person who opted in watched it twice. It was so good.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, go down. So that one just means they're not watching the video, which could hurt conversion rates for you, because now it's like, now we only have 5 people that have really watched the video out of the 18 that converted. So really that's a higher cost per lead for you technically, because they're just not making it lower in the funnel.
Right.
This one has a very low cost because it's probably appealing to a very like general audience that's just like people who like the idea but probably really aren't going to do anything about it, because 22 opted in for a super low cost, but you only got 4 views.
Right.
Like that's, you want people to be super interested in the content. Go down one.
It's a little better.
17. Yeah, so go back to that 20. That's like by far like way up there. I mean, we're talking about.
And this is 30-day page views lookalike. I mean, this is my largest set of data.
Yeah, and that's usually means, in most cases, that usually means it's less qualified. But I mean, if you have a lot more data, it also could mean that it has a lot of information to process and learn from, so it's learning faster this way.
Yeah, but my website is laser targeted for like one purpose. So if like 40, and it's all organic traffic. I'm not sending any paid traffic directly to that domain. The only thing I'm doing now is sending paid traffic to a subdomain. So that's, helping things out. Segment, paid traffic that might be diluting those metrics. And this is all just people who organically want to learn about this.
Perfect. Yeah, then that's why the audience is doing well. So if you go to your order form again, let's hover over that 17. You hover over the 17.
Oh,
All of
sorry,
them to the
sorry.
right. Okay, yeah, so 17, only 5, but it has 2 checkouts. All right, so hit the performance column in the top right. Did you ever build out the, go ahead and click that in the top right, the performance. Oh, you
We
don't
built
have,
out some more conversions last week.
yeah. So what you need to do is you need to customize the columns and type in content views, and then do total, and then cost, and then also select cost, and then do the rest of your funnel metrics.
So we do content views, checkout, initiated, and then content view, checkout initiated, registration, I think. Yeah. I think checkout initiated and registration complete are the same thing. And then we did purchase. Okay. All right, apply.
Wait, you're going to deselect all those checkboxes on all of those. Oh, I think you just removed all of those again. You got to go back and add the content views in order. Yeah, you removed everything from that X.
All right, take 2 seconds. And then, okay. All right, so what next?
Now on the columns, scroll down a little bit on the right. You got to deselect those checkboxes.
Which one? These?
All of those, yeah. And the reason you're doing that is because they're just, you don't need any of those. It automatically will track it anyways inside the top one. Otherwise, it's going to add like 60 more columns for you. And then just keep going up. You're going to hit, oh wait, scroll a little bit down. You're going to remove, you're going to remove schedule, ends. Oh, you were just there. Scroll down.
Sorry.
There it is, right there. Yep. X, and then hit X on the ends. And then remove conversion ranking, engagement rate ranking, quality ranking. You don't need those to look at right now. And then you're going to remove last significant edit towards the top.
Oh, gotcha.
And scroll up a little bit more. Bid strategy, remove. And then the rest of those are fine. Oh, yeah, the rest of those are fine. So hit apply in the bottom right.
Okay.
And then go click on custom now. And then hit save. And then just title it.
What do I call it?
You can call it your analytics dashboard, or however you would like to call it, your roadmap dashboard, anything.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and then like now what you can see is like this is much more visual. This is the top of your funnel towards like,
Right.
So now you have your, you can see your leads. Really your link clicks need to be put in front of your leads, but so you can see like the, go ahead and click on the columns again. Yeah, you got to do it the other way. Yeah, hit customize column. And then just move link clicks and on top of results, and then move results right down on top of cost per result.
Shouldn't we also put
and then
link
move
clicks
amount
below
spent
reach
above,
impressions?
Yep, and then move amount spent to the top. Oh, not the very top. Yeah, there you go. Then hit apply, and then you can rename it.
Okay. So I save it again.
Mm-hmm.
Will it override it?
Yep.
Yep.
It's just gonna save it as a new one. Yeah. All right, cool. Now you see this? Look, it says
Right.
80 results,
Mm-hmm.
and then wait,
It still didn't put results over here.
yeah, go ahead and select it again.
Let's try to like,
Just name it a different thing this time,
okay.
and then just move link clicks above reach again, or below reach in impressions. Link clicks. You just leave that there.
Yeah, sorry. I got a little
Link
confused.
clicks right above results.
All
There.
right.
And then
Let's
just
apply that.
name it differently this time. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
cool.
Now from 249 link clicks, 80 of them became leads, so that's about a 30% conversion, which is insane. Yeah, that's just crazy. And then 28 content views. That number should be like higher than your results. Honestly, people should be watching the video twice. So this is a good spot. So look at the cost. This is where you're going to start making decisions on lower funnel metrics, which actually makes huge strides forward versus making decisions off of your results column for the higher funnel metric. You see what I'm saying? Because if you
So
start
I
to
wonder if we should
optimize
just,
towards the people who make it further, you're always going to improve everything and get more
yeah.
sales.
So could part of this be like just the funnel itself? Because like right now they register and then they have to wait like, to the next 15-minute spot to watch the webinar.
Yeah, I you don't need to do that. Just let them in.
Okay. Because I think that's going to improve that drop off rate.
It will. Yeah, it will. We don't make anybody wait, and it doesn't really matter.
And like it's kind of goofy anyway. Like, why do you have to wait for an automated webinar?
Yeah, just get away from it altogether. Just make them go straight to the video, because
Right.
then you're going to see that cost decrease, and you're going to have people even further into your funnel, right? Because think about those other 52 people who never watched the video.
Right.
They were just like, oh, forget this, I'm not waiting. Gone.
Right.
And now they don't even, who knows what, if they had watched the video, maybe it would have struck a nerve with them and like made them want to move forward.
Okay.
And these are the decisions you can like start making, right? Like these are things that you can look at. See how we're analyzing these metrics and like figuring this stuff out, and just how you were like, oh, dude, why don't we just remove the timer? Boom. That like those are the questions you need to ask on every level of this process, and like take action on it. So that way you can like execute even before I get on the call and you're like, hey, look, I made these changes and I already like increased conversion rates. What do you think? And I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
sick. All right. So now you see how that one says 345 for your cost per content deal?
Let's see here. Oh, this one. Sorry. Oh, wait, which one? Oh, cost per.
Content view.
Yeah. That's. Oh, I see. Per action. Okay. I still got confused. I was looking at this.
Yeah. So now you want to look at that as a level of engagement. So like you see that one above, those two above. Cut. Oh wait, that's a retargeting right there, right? That one.
Yeah.
All right, then cut your Thinkful. Right? You see why we're cutting that though?
Yeah.
It's $23. All right. Now what's the next lowest funnel metric that you can see?
Registration complete.
I think that's the same as your checkout initiated. You don't need those columns probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you're gonna have to recreate the column thing again. Just remove those two. But yeah, you see these? Costs you $20. No, oh, that one costs you $10 to get an initiate checkout. Right? Would you rather get $10 or would you rather pay $46.65?
Yeah.
Like exactly. Like you see, if you start optimizing towards that audience, you're going to be like pushing people so much further into your funnel at way lower cost than you used to. And just
Okay.
wait, you're going to do this all the way through the purchases to the boot camp purchase. And like you can literally see like a sideways funnel here. You see how the numbers are all like it's longer towards the beginning, and then they start to like chisel down into a smaller group as you go right.
Hmm.
Like that's the thing. This is all visual.
Yeah, totally. So what happens if like we only have one audience that actually works?
That's fine. That's
Okay. I
gonna end
just
up
didn't
becoming
know
the
if
case.
if
We
we
have
scale vertically. Yeah.
yeah,
Because I remember
a
last
few
time
of
I
our
tried to scale and it just fizzled out.
yeah, a few of our um, clients will have like one audience that like produces 80% of the sales. And it's fine because I mean it's like it works. But the thing is we intentionally put 20%. We try to always find audiences that are going to outperform it. So you're always going to be wanting to test new things. That's where you're going to launch those new interests, as well as
Yeah.
you're going to come up with deeper funnel lookalikes. So you can start like getting audiences that are further down, and you're just going to keep removing the ones that never get to the lower funnel. Like you'll look
Yeah.
at
That's
this
what
and
these
say,
are.
know,
Like this right
like
here is basically someone 30 days lookalike of someone who opted into my email list offer. This is 30 days of people who purchased my organic offer. 30 days people who saw the order form on my, organic offer.
yeah. And like right now,
So,
I mean, I would scale up the 30-day page views. I would just increase spend on it.
okay. To like what?
Like double it right now. Yeah. You want to
Okay.
increase it, right? Because you cut off one of the audiences. So you cut the $5 thankful, right?
Hmm.
And so since you're going to be spending $5 less, instead of just spending $5 less, just put that same $5 into something that was outperforming it by like 8 times the amount, you know? Actually was outperforming
Hmm.
it by 10 and a half almost. So now an extra $5 will literally like 10x your results. It's crazy. Publish.
Okay.
And that's what you'll do. You'll cut another one that is no good and then move that budget to the best one. See what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the dollar just goes a million miles further.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
And you're going to be inching towards the purchases.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then just make sure you do the UTMs on the new interest, create. You should also duplicate your retargeting and then create a retargeting based off of Facebook page engagements, Instagram page engagements, and Facebook page views, all of those on one, all of those audiences in one single ad set. And then also include like a 180-day website visitor inside of that. So like it'll be like a big stack of them. And then you'll just have that as well to see how those results do in comparison.
So I want to run that in parallel to this
Yeah.
retargeting ad.
And since it'll be in a campaign budget optimization, it's just going to move the budget to whichever one's better automatically for you. So you won't have to worry about it.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Awesome. I got one last question. I'm gonna run a. I've got a Black Friday deal going to my email list. That's gonna start on Friday through Monday. Sign up for Monday. And I was gonna do a retargeting ad to my organic list. Let me find.
And you want to put that retargeting ad to your organic list as well.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah,
So
do that. Smart.
yeah, I was gonna say like I've got a couple different audiences I could use. Do I want to just sort of sum them together, kind of like I did here with like just everybody who's been, or do I want to segment them out? Like I was thinking about doing an ad set with CBO for like uh, basically like everybody who's on my email list would be like one custom
Correct.
audience, and then like another custom audience would just be like pretty much anybody who's viewed any of my stuff can just get the offer directly.
Correct.
Okay. And
Yep.
what about a retargeting budget for those 4 days? Daily budget.
Uh, how many people? How many people are on
Probably
the audience?
So I've got 15,000-ish on the email list. Actually more like 17,000 if you count total people, not just subscribers. And then like paid, like actual people have viewed my website in the past, 180 days. Gosh, that's half a year. Like
Then do like you do
100,000 people.
yeah, you're gonna want to do like $25 to $50 daily
Okay.
on the CBO. And then also make sure that if you do that, all the UTMs are correct. And where are you going to be sending them to the actual order form?
Yeah, just straight to the order form. So, I mean, that's what I was gonna
Okay.
do. Like, I don't
Then
know how
yeah,
it's gonna
you just need to
perform
make sure
with.
you track. You just need to make sure that you track if the sales also like if they're organic people as well, like you want to know if those sales came from the retargeting. But yeah, sending
Yeah.
them to the order form will be fine.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right, that's what I need to know. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. And then just make sure that ad set gets turned off after Black Friday or whenever it ends.
Yeah, I'll just schedule it to end, uh, so I don't forget.
Cool. All right, sweet.
Cool. All right. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. All right, they'll go ahead and conclude this week's live Facebook ads expert mastery weekly Q&A call.